Alright guys, welcome to Horror Night, and it was mentioned to me that somebody wanted me to do sort of like paranormal interviews or go over some. I didn't know how much I was allowed to show according to like copyright stuff, so guys, I picked out a few articles here online that might be interesting on paranormal encounters or whatever. Just, interviews with people that have worked with this sort of stuff. This first article here is by Rebecca, who is from this website, spiritualist.com. I don't know how much credibility there is to this website, but it seemed interesting. I haven't read this article, but it's called Dangers of Ghost Hunting. So we're going to read it here together and see what it's all about. If you guys hear water in the background, it's because I have a little desk fountain here that I bought for like $5. That's on right now. It's kind of soothing me as I sit here and talk about ghosts and demons. So let's get into this. Thank you for joining me. I have the light on because when I turn it off, it's too dark. You can't even really see me. So let's dive into this. And I have a few other things I'm going to go over too. It's going to be kind of a horror mix this episode. No real structure to it. Just kind of picked out a few things. I'm going to go with it. All right. So this is from Rebecca, spiritualintelligencesolutions.com. Ghost hunting will ruin your life. Being curious about things you cannot perceive is Russian roulette. The thrill of getting evidence will open you and your loved ones to a destructive force you cannot comprehend. You think I am being a fearmonger. That's fine. I will be waiting for your email after you discover the truth. Okay? Our team has over 60 years of experience with this matter as a whole. These creatures will mimic and lie to get your feelings, to appeal to your thirst for knowledge. They want to own you like a pet, and they have a long history of pet abuse. LOL. That's not too funny, actually. What I've learned from experience is these dead ones pretend to be our dead ones. They love to imitate the timbre of our voices. They remember what we loved, what our obsessions are, and our intimate issues that we thought no one else knew about. They pretend to be dead loved ones because it's the fastest way into your heart, ergo into your life, your family, your friends. They will spread like a plague of the worst case of bed bugs and crotch crickets you've never seen. That doesn't sound comfortable. Our fascination with the paranormal has quickly gained acceptance as the commonplace. It hasn't seen such a surge in popularity since the 1700s with magnetism and the like, and then later again in the 1800s in the form of seances. There's some interesting articles, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Around that time period, there were many a gateway opened in the unassuming parlor of a vast number of homes from unfortunate curiosity. It was called the spiritualist movement, or spiritualist religion back in the day. It was quite a common scene that after having guests for dinner, the plates were cleared from the dinner table to practice necromancy for fun. For fun. I mean, I've never actually personally reached out to any spirits, guys. I've used a Ouija board before, and I actually did have a bit of a weird experience with that. It was a long time ago. I was with some neighbors, some friends, and they had a Ouija board. We decided, just use it. But it did move a little bit on its own. Now, whether that was somebody else moving it along or just the way the thing is, it could have been anything. It was a long time ago, but it was a bit of a weird thing. I would never want to do like some kind of seance. Like, that's just, like, if you're trying to invite stuff, as intriguing as it is to try and play like, creepy things, creepy games. There's like the bath game, there's the closet game, there's all sorts of games, Bloody Mary, that you can play at home, the midnight game. But when is enough, right, with those things? Like, and I promised my roommate I wouldn't play any of those games here because she would lose it, because she does not want anything like that in this apartment, obviously. So I won't be doing that, but at least not right now. Anyways, seances for fun. No, definitely not. I have a sneaking suspicion that if it had not been so popular back then, we would not have so many haunted homes today, ergo the resurgence we see now. The first thing we have to address right away is the simple fact that ghost hunting is necromancy, no matter how you dress it up. Whether it's 1532 and you have to visit the local wizard with a lock of your dead loved one's hair or belongings, or it's 2012 and you're using digital recorder to record EVPs, and it's necromancy. The most common retort to the fact is it is not necromancy, is divining the future, and I'm not divining the future. Well, of course you're not recording EVPs prior to placing your bet on a favorite horse, but And there's a huge but. You're not seeing the real face of it all. Necromancy is truly defined as communicating with the dead. Sure, I've read all the definitions that think it only entails fortune telling, but you are missing the facts. Necromancy is also communicating with the dead to gain access to information you did not have. So simply put, when you walk around asking questions or trying to have a conversation with a suspected dead person, you are practicing necromancy. Okay, I guess, I don't know. Now, some may wonder, will I never got any answers, so it didn't work, so what do I have to worry about? Plenty, sorry to be such a downer, but I am not writing this article to lie to you just to give you happy feelings. Just committing the act of going through the motions of the practice, whether or not you got results, puts you in a dangerous position. Now you have initiated the practice of necromancy, you are forming connections with entities they really do not know anything about. It's similar to going on a road trip with a total stranger who pretends to be one person at the beginning of the trip and takes off its mask after it locks the car doors and you're out in the middle of freaking nowhere. That's a nice analogy there. It makes me very comforted here. You may say I am really overreacting. Let me ask you this. Do you believe anything a total stranger tells you, especially one that is invisible to the naked eye? I hope not. I hope that you are not totally gullible and I have some sense of how to maintain personal safety, right? Sadly, I see the majority of people who are flush with the adrenaline rush of their paranormal investigation results believe anything that is told to them through EVPs or mediums, an ovulus or spirit board. It seems as if people are completely desperate to throw all common sense out the window as soon as the EMF meter goes into their hand. That's a good point, because so many people just, they record like the littlest thing when they're ghost hunting and they think, oh, I have something. I think we need to be more, obviously we need to be open-minded about it, but there's so many easy ways to debunk things as well. And I'm not saying everything is fake, because it's not. There's a lot of things that we can't explain. There's a lot of things I believe. I totally believe in the paranormal and all that. I do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be so interested in all this, so. But, weird things have happened in my life. Not a ton of things. One experience I had more recently, a few years ago, was in my older house that I lived in. There was a box in the living room, and there was nobody in there. The lights were off. It was the middle of the night. I came down. I was making something in the kitchen right next to the room. There was a box in there with some stuff in it. I literally heard the sound of somebody going through the box like this, like going through papers and stuff in the box. And I was I froze. I was like, what could that have been? I'm thinking, what is that? I felt chills down my neck. I'm not kidding, guys. I had goosebumps because I never really experienced something like that strong before, and it was so weird. So I went over there and I looked, and I didn't see anybody or see anything. I was like, well, what could it have been? I mean, the windows were closed, the doors were closed, there's no breeze or anything, so it wasn't that. I mean, it could have been a mouse or something walking around somewhere in there, maybe next to the boxes. There were many boxes in there, so it could have been a mouse on the ground going near the boxes or something. It could have been just something in the box falling, to sound like it was being ruffled with, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm not so quick to believe that it was something paranormal, but it could have been. So that's why she's making this point here. Don't get me wrong, I'm a long-time fan of many of the popular paranormal TV shows out there. I'm not trying to be mean to some of the popular paranormal investigators that have their own long-running shows. It's just that many people see it on TV and think, wow, exciting adventure. Then after their curiosity has the better of them, they wonder why a series of unfortunate events seems to be constantly unfolding. In their lives and the lives of any who are close to them, the effects are seen. So if you have a haunting and you want to get rid of it, great. It does not matter why this thing is there. Do not engage in any communications, whether with a blinking flashlight, EMF meter, or EVPs. This is the same as using a spirit board, summoning board, Ouija, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes seemingly innocuous activities are not as innocent as they may appear on the surface. Resist the powerful draw of a curiosity that can have devastating results for you and your family. All that matters is that you do not want this invisible stranger to be welcome in your home. For those of you who fall prey to, but I have helped but I have to help them move on. In regards to ghosts, please read this. Okay. There's a picture of an old seance there. So that's a pretty interesting read. Someone who takes this stuff very seriously. That was written in 2017. I mean, maybe she's dealt with some stuff. We don't know exactly what she's experienced, but it sounds like she has a lot of experience with the matter, you know. That's interesting. All right, let's go to this one. This is just a Q&A with a medium from a show called The Dead Files, Amy Allen. There's just a couple questions here I wanted to read. Let me see. Have negative spirits, paranormal entities ever followed you back to your home? If so, how did you handle it? Yes, it depends on what it is and how I'm feeling as to what is done about it. So she's had experiences. Do you have a few quick tips on how viewers or fans can get rid of negative or evil spirits that may lurk in their home? Honestly, tell them to get out. Do a cleansing ritual, one that you personally believe in, drawing from your faith and or belief system. This works nearly every time. That's interesting from a medium. Cleansing rituals really do work. That's why people do that. If they feel like there's an evil spirit somewhere in their home of any kind. A little creepy. I got one more thing I want to look at here too, guys, before we end this. And by all means, feel free to tell me any experiences you might have had with the paranormal. If you've had any, big or small, whatever. Even if you think it's just something little that might have been nothing, you know, just go ahead and share it, you know. There's no wrong or right here. We all have our own experiences. Put it in the comment. I'd love to read it and hear what you. If you have any pictures or anything, and you guys want to send me pictures or videos of any kind that you want me to put up on an episode, that would be great. I would love that because no one's ever done that, but that would be awesome. If you guys had any kind of experiences captured of any kind that you'd want to share on the channel, I'd love to put it on there. You can drop a comment in there. I can give you my email. You can send it via email. And then I can share it with the channel, and we'll see, kind of dissect it a bit, and just take a look at it, see what we got. All right, now one more thing I want to look at is the fallen angel of Catalonia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is a video that's been on the internet for a while. It's one that's always creeped me out. I'm watching this via Reddit on r/creepy. I'm not sure which YouTube this video is taken from, so I cannot credit this. This is not anything I did. I'm just using it to look at. Possible fallen angel in Spain. I think it's Spain. Catalonia, Spain. I think that's Spain. Spain or Chile, I'm not sure. Taken in 2006. It's a really creepy video. I'm not sure if it's real or not. Nobody knows the original source of it. It's probably fake, but this video has always creeped me out to the point that the reactions of the people in the video is so genuine that maybe it could be real. They're genuine and organic, so we'll see. For this, I will turn off the light. Alright, so the light's off, and yeah, we're going to look at this video now. You guys can't really see me at all, and I'm sorry for that. Not that you need to. Hold on, let me turn on this light here a little bit. There we go. It gives a little bit of light in there. So we're going to watch this video, guys. Possible fallen angel in Catalonia. And just tell me what you think of this. Maybe a lot of you have probably already seen this video. I mean, as I said, it's been on the internet for a while. But something I always want to look at here. And I don't know what's being said. As you can see here, they find, it looks to be like a clip of like some kind of wing. I don't know, they're in the middle of like the woods or something. You hear like a river. So you can see they're looking, they find another feather. Again, I don't know the original source or the context of this video. And there it is. You can see it right there, guys. You can see right there when it looks at it, and then they freak out. I mean, look when this thing looks up. Let me try and pause it right on. when it looks up. Yeah, it's a tough paw. Ooh, I can't quite get it. Can't quite get it. There it is. So you can see there. Glowing eyes, is very skinny. It could be a homeless person. It could be a hoax. You know, this could be a short film project for all we know. You know, that got lost on the internet. But that it's still creepy to see this thing sitting there. It's obviously, it's human-like. The way it moves, the way it looks up, but it's very skinny. Like, it's almost just completely bone. It looks bald. Glowing eyes in the dark there. I mean, I don't care what that is. If I see that in the middle of the woods at any point, yeah, I'm running out of there too. I don't care what it is. If it's real, fake, don't care. I'm gone. Don't want to stick around to see that. And they don't, because you can see they get the heck out of there. Again, I don't know what's being said here. So it's you see it sitting there. So that's a pretty interesting one. That one's always like creeped me out. So let me know if you guys think about that one too, because I just think it's pretty creepy. Again, it could be totally fake. It could have been debunked already for all I know. I don't know. But so yeah, I just kind of wanted to share like these little like interviews with you guys. You know, that story you read was pretty interesting about the paranormal there, and about how dangers of ghost hunting can affect you and your loved ones. Look, we got nothing here in the apartment, so that's why I don't want to do something like that. And then we got this fallen angel. Again, let me know what you guys think about